And once you see something like that, you can't unsee it. He leaned toward her ear and whispered something I couldn't hear, but I saw her shoulders stiffen, saw her eyes fill with tears. That was it. I stepped between them. Don't speak to her like that, I said. Not today. Not ever. The crowd had gone completely silent now. No music, no polite chatter, only the sound of my daughter's breathing growing faster and faster. He told me, she finally whispered, her voice barely carrying. He told me if I didn't go through with this, he'd make sure I lost everything, that no one would believe me, that I'd never see you again. Gas rose from the guests. His face went pale. That's not true, he snapped, his calm finally cracking. She's twisting things. But she wasn't done. He checks my phone. He tells me who I can talk to. He said after the wedding, we'd move far away, and I wouldn't need my family anymore, because he would be everything I needed. Her knees began to buckle. I caught her before she could fall. And in that moment, in front of everyone, the story of their perfect relationship collapsed into something far darker, something no flowers or music could hide. But what none of us knew yet was that this was only the beginning of what he had planned, and that stopping the wedding was not going to be enough to stop him. People think monsters always look angry, but real ones know how to smile. After the ceremony was stopped, chaos followed. Guests stood up, whispering, some already pulling out their phones, others frozen in shock, unsure whether to leave or stay, unsure whether this was still a wedding or had turned into something much darker. He kept insisting it was all a misunderstanding, that my daughter was stressed, that family emotions had gotten out of control, but I had already seen too much. I took my daughter away from the altar and led her toward the side of the garden, and that's when one of his groomsmen came running after us, pale, shaking, clearly not part of the plan anymore. Sir, he said to me quietly, glancing back at the groom, you need to know something. He's been talking about your ranch for months, about how much it's worth, about how after the wedding everything would legally become complicated. My stomach dropped. I knew exactly what that meant. My daughter had trusted him with everything, and he had been counting on that. Later, after the guests were gone and the police had been called because of a heated argument that almost turned physical, more pieces of the truth came out. He had debts, serious ones,